There he is. Saw him on that. Raised it up just a little bit and he bit. Nice little eater fish. I'm not keeping any fish today. That's a nice little 10-inch fish. Good morning, folks. It is April 10th, 2020. It's about 7:30 in the morning. It's cold this morning. The air temperature's 34 degrees. 2 days ago, Wednesday, it was 91 degrees. We've had a cold front blow in here yesterday. It got down, well, 34 is about the low, maybe 32 last night. The water temperature had been over 60 degrees in the last couple of days, about 61 degrees 2 days ago. It has dropped to 55 degrees. So I'm thinking these fish, although they were wanting to go to the bank, this little cold snap may pull them back out off the bank a little bit. So I'm just going to spider rig. I'm going to try to show you my settings I use on my live scope. And we're just going to go along. The winds are supposed to be light and variable today, so it should be a great day. The high is only supposed to be about 55, and I don't think that's going to hit until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. So it's going to be chilly this morning. We're going to go along and spider rig, just see if we can catch a few fish. And I mainly wanted to just kind of show you this live scope and how I set it up. Hopefully it'll help you, but let's go fishing. Okay, you can see there's fish right down there. Dropped it right down on a little fish. You can see I've got my transducer pointed at that. I'll put it in, and then I'll watch it and raise that up. I'm running it real close to the bottom. Pick it up, you can see my rig there. That's my weight. That's my bait. Fish looking at it. Come on, take it. Let me raise it up, see if I can entice you. No, it's a little fish. Just kind of scanning around from side to side looking for, I'd like to see a little better fish. A lot of fish out here, but these are small. There's fish. Oh, that's a nice fish there. Yeah, there's that big old female out here. I thought they'd be out here in this deeper water. Wow, that's a good one. Let's weigh that fish. Nice fish. 156. Boy, we haven't been going 10 minutes. I'd like to catch a few more of those today. Just straight minnows, double minnow rigs, Captain Coleman style. I've got a 1 ounce weight because I anticipated I'd be fishing a little deeper today. Wow, that minnow's huge. If I were keeping any fish, I'd keep that and fillet it. Looks like a fish out here on my outside rod. Come on, hit it. Up high, see up here. Fish down lower. They don't look very big, but drop the bait down. As soon as I do that, of course, there's fish up here. Woo, a little cold this morning. Stick your hands in that metal bucket. A little cold. Drop that down there. Looks like there's more better fish down deeper. Yep, dropped it right down there on him. Alright, that tells me something. Nice little black crappie right there. He was right down close to the bottom. Nice fish. Let's see what that little fish weighs. .92. Be a good eater. Look at there. I set that rod down while I was weighing that fish, and that thing got on it. Yeah. Go back in there, grow up. I'll show you what I'm fishing with today. I've got my B&M Pro Staff trolling rods, 16 feet. I like these rods because I'm running a 1 ounce weight, and they handle that 1 ounce weight very well. They've got a good backbone and a sensitive tip. I'm running a B&M Pro 100 reel. This reel has a little bit bigger profile than reels I normally use and are used to, but I'll tell you, I love this thing. Hear that drag? It's got a great drag system in it, which is imperative for spider rigging because you've got to strip that line out. Ball bearings, it's smooth, it's heavy enough, you get a big fish on there. So I like this setup. Like I said, I'm just running a double Captain Coleman style minnow rig, double minnow rig that I tie myself with a 1 ounce weight on these rigs. I've got 10-pound Vicious high-vis line on the reel, 8-pound clear line on my rigs. I did a video on how I tie those. See if we can catch another one. Okay, I'll show you my settings on my live scope. This is a Garmin 8612. It's a 12-inch screen. I've got my gain, I don't know if you can see this, set at 63%. I've got my scale out to 40 feet, my distance out in front, 40 feet. We're in 10.8 feet of water, so I've got my depth set at about 11 feet, 12 feet deep. Now, let's go to menu. You can see my gain's at 63, my depth range at 12 feet. Forward range at 40 feet. My appearance, I'm running this blue screen. Color gain is set at 80%. And people don't mess with their color gain enough, in my opinion. I think that color gain really makes a difference in how well you can see your bait or your jig. I've got it set at 80% today. Color scheme, like I say, blue. I run that black emerald a lot. I like that, especially when I'm in brush. It seems like the fish stand out brighter in brush, but out in this open water, I like that blue. So I'm running 80% color gain, 60, well, lost it. 63% regular gain, depth range 12 feet, forward range 40 feet. With this blue screen, as you can see, these fish, especially bigger fish, have a red center on them. And you can really identify those fish. Oh, got a fish on there. There's a little better fish. Sitting there watching that live scope and certain rods, and then they sneak up behind you and get one out where you're not looking. A little 9-inch fish. Well, I sped up to about 0.6, 0.7 to see if that'd trigger them. And it didn't, so I'm going to put my power poles with my drift paddles on and slow down. See if they want it slower. Put those power poles down. My speed went from 0.7 to 0.2. Okay, well, we caught a few fish in here. Not many. One decent fish, some little fish. I'm just not seeing a lot of big fish on the live scope. So I'm going to pull up. I'm going to go to another cove, go to the back. Let's try some shallow water. Okay, I've made a move. Came down a couple of coves. I'm going to go toward the back of this, fish a little shallower water, see if we can find them trying to move up. There's a fish. That's a nice fish. Nice little eater. It's a little 10-inch fish, I'd say. Well, I tried to make a mess of that. That's a little nicer fish. I was getting ready to pull up and move on out, and of course that fish hit when I was getting ready to leave, so maybe I'll just stay in here for a little bit. Well, that didn't take long. Nice fish. Yeah, nice fish. Went after the minnow instead of the bait. Plastic. Man, that drag on that reel works good. Boy, he's right in the top of the mouth. I mean, nice fish, fat. Another little bitty one. Oh, where's the fish? Oh, that's a better crappie. Oh yeah, another nice fat fish. Boy, these are be some good eaters there. Fat, heavy. All right, we're in 7.9 feet of water. This seems like a depth they're liking. And if they like it, I like it. All right, let's hit our menu, go to depth range, go down a little bit where you want deeper water. I got one on this rock here. Yep. Oh, that feels like a better fish. Nope. Another 10-incher. Good eater, but boy, they are feeding their bellies. How fat that belly is, if you can see it. He is fat. A lot of little fish out here. Not seeing the big 5 plates I want to see. Big footballs. Okay, I'm going to pull these up and I'm going to idle on ahead. Okay, idled on up here a ways. Got in a little bit deeper water. Let's change our depth range a little bit. Boy, look at all those shad. A lot of bait. I can feel those shad through these poles. They're so sensitive. They're hitting my line. Oh, there we go. That's a little better fish. Now see, I kicked that speed up to about 0.19. Oh, look how fat that fish is. Can you see that? Maybe they want this bait moving a little faster. I'm happy to give it to them. If that's what they want. Kick it back in gear, Grandpa. That's what I like about these heavier weights. You can go at a faster speed and keep that bait down in the fish, especially when you're fishing deeper. All right, I moved right over here into the deepest water in this cove and immediately picked up a little fish on that muddy water black and glow. A little keeper. Gonna see. I've looked and looked for them. Been a little tough this morning. There were some fish congregated in that 8 feet depth range, but they just weren't real good fish. I'm trying to find some of the bigger females staging. Having a hard time. There he is. I'm telling you, they're right on that edge of that channel. That's a nice fish too. Nice keeper. Fat. Well, these fish are feeding up. Get right on the edge of that break line. That's where we've been getting our bites. And they're down there about 10 feet deep, 11 feet deep. That fish right on that, they're looking at it and just will not commit to it. Oh, did he hit it? Oh, I think he did. Shoot, I was getting ready to point at him and he decided to act. Need to fish. Feel one over here. Yeah, right there. Another one just like we've been catching. That's a little better fish. Another keeper, another eater. All right, folks, it's about 11:30. Today's my anniversary, 27 years. I have a wonderful wife. She never complains when I go fishing, but I'm gonna quit early, go home, help her do her favorite thing, yard work. I'd rather take a butt whooping than do yard work, but she doesn't complain when I go fishing, so I'll take an afternoon, go help her do a little yard work. Kind of struggled a little bit today. It's kind of a tough bite, which I expected with this cold front that's come through here. But I mainly wanted to do this and show you my settings on my live scope. Those settings will change from day to day, from location to location, sometimes hour to hour. It just depends. But just watch your screen. If it doesn't look right, start messing with it. Change the TVG, the gain, the color gain. Just change it around until you get a picture that you like and you can see your bait. But what a beautiful day today. The wind is hardly blowing at all. It's finally starting to warm up a little bit. It was cold this morning. But I'm going to go to the house. And again, thanks for watching. You know the drill. If you like the video, I hope you'll subscribe. Hit the like button. I'll be doing more videos. If you're a subscriber and hit the bell, you'll be notified when I put another video out. Thanks for being with me.